Welcome to AGORACOM, the small cap epicenter, and AGORACOM TV resource edition being broadcast right here every day on Globe Investor. This is a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small cap, energy, and metal space every morning at the open, so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next great resource investment. It's Thursday, November 4th. I've got a number of great press releases for you. Financial results, drilling results, great. Keep it, pay attention, keep up. We're going to go fast. China Integrated Energy, NASDAQ, CBEH. They announced their third quarter numbers and that they're increasing full year 2010 revenue and net income guidance as a non-state-owned integrated energy company in the PRC. Here are the highlights. Revenues, $107 million, up 47.5%. Gross profit, $16 million, up just over 47%. Net income, $13.7 million. This is all for the quarter. These are big numbers. That's up 39.2%. Love the top line and bottom line growth. Fantastic. Let's get over to the balance sheet. Cash and cash equivalents, just under $80 million. Current ratio, 8.2 to 1. That's their ratio of assets over debt. Very strong company. Net cash from operations, $35.5 million for the first 9 months compared to $19.3 million for the same period last year. So they're generating fantastic cash flow. I love this press release every way, shape, or form. And on top of all that, management expects to report sales of about $435 million and net income of $53.5 million for the full year ended December 31st. So great numbers, one of my favorite press releases. Can't talk about the valuation. You're going to have to do that due diligence. They closed yesterday $9.30. 52-week high, $12.31. 52-week low, $5.60. Go take a look and see if that brings value for you. Next up, Richmont Mines, big board TSX, RIC. RIC also in the U.S. for American friends on the Amex. They announced financial and operating results for the third quarter ended September 30th. Here are some of the highlights. Q3 revenue growth of 25% compared to Q3 2009. Gold sales, 18,000 ounces of gold at about $12.44 an ounce U.S. Do the math. That's a huge number. Net earnings, $2.5 million or 8 cents per share. That compares to just 1 cent per share for the same quarter last year. Love that bottom line growth. Year-to-date net earnings, $4.5 million. That translates into 16 cents per share. That also is compared to just 1 cent per share for the entire year to date last year, the three quarters. So big improvement there. $40.6 million of working capital, no hedging contracts, no long-term debt, strong balance sheet. Really like this company. They produce over 1 million ounces of gold from their projects in Canada since 1991. Closed yesterday $4.70. 560 on the 52-week high, 343 on the 52-week low. Congratulations to the people at Richmont. Great press release there. Next up, Avion Gold Corporation, TSX Venture, AVR, and for our friends in the U.S., AVGCF on the OTCQX, which is a great exchange. It's a great listing service if you don't know about it. They separate the wheat from the chaff there when it comes to small caps. So if Avion made it, that's further good due diligence. They're putting out their October 2010 monthly production, approximately 9,123 ounces of gold. This from the operations in Mali, West Africa. Great place to be. Year-to-date gold production, approximately 70,663 ounces. But I've got some further good news here. Management expects to exceed the fourth quarter production target of 20,000 ounces of gold. Pretty big considering the third quarter number was 9,123, and they're going to exceed 20,000 ounces. And they're saying to finish the year, they're going to be at the upper end of their production guidance, which was previously 75 to 85,000 ounces of gold. If at the upper end, that's got to be at least in between 885, if not right at 85. Do the math, and given the fact that gold today is up just under $40 an ounce as of the time we're doing this story, that's going to mean only better and better cash flows, revenues, and net incomes for Avion. They hold 80% of these two gold projects in Mali. Gold production commenced last year where they did 51,000 ounces, and this year they're going to do between 75 and 85, and I'm saying between 80 and 85 at the high end. So great growth there, more than 50% growth over 1 year. Closed yesterday, 86 cents, not too far off their 52-week high of 91, and way off their 52-week low of 33 cents. So their shareholders must be happy there. Market cap, $317 million though, so go do your own due diligence and see if that translates into good value for your portfolio. But I love it from a fundamental point of view. Next up, Spanish Mountain Gold, TSX Venture, SPA. They're providing, these are assay results and update on the preliminary economic assessment. Their project is in south central British Columbia. They drilled 20 holes. All exploration holes intersected gold mineralization that confirm or extend the known mineralization by up to 350 meters. Here are some of the highlights. 26.5 meters, 1.8 grams per ton of gold, including 2.25 meters grading 5.06 grams per ton of gold, 29 meters grading 1.21 grams, including 13 meters grading 2.25 grams, and one last hole I like here, 119.5 meters grading 0.74 grams per ton of gold. There are a lot more drill results. Go take a look at them, but some pretty good intersects here. The company also says they've got no debt. They own 100% of all 4 gold projects located in British Columbia. Closed yesterday 68 cents, way off their 52-week low of 22.5, so that's got to be good news for their shareholders, and not too far off their 52 have 76 cents, so they're executing and the market is rewarding them. And finally, Continental Nickel trades on the venture under CNI. They're reporting additional assay results from their nickel sulfide project in Tanzania, including 1.14% nickel, 0.25% copper over 11.5 meters. This from their recently completed Phase 1 diamond drill program. The project is a 75-25 joint venture with a couple of companies out of Australia. Highlights in addition to the headline hole I gave you, 0.91% nickel and 0.2% copper over 17 meters, including 2.3 meters grading 2.55% nickel, 0.34% copper. Pay particular attention to hole 207. That seems to be where they had a lot of great results. Go take a look at that press release. The company's key asset is a 75% interest in this project. We should also know, very, very important, it's got an NI 43-101 mineral resource, and they've defined 40,000 tons of contained nickel. Ongoing exploration is going on to evaluate the potential to expand that. Love it when you see a small cap company that's producing some great drill results and they've got an NI 43-101 to back it up, because we've always said here that's what separates the wheat from the chaff. Closed yesterday 60 cents, dead smack in the middle of its 52-week trading range, 92 on the high, 34 on the low. Good news out of them. And finally, one stock halt, Renaissance Gold, REN on the venture, halted at 9 o'clock this morning, pending news. Go take a look at that. It's got to be something material on the upside, maybe on the downside, but good for you to know nonetheless. That's a wrap. Number of great press releases today. If you're watching this on Globe Investor, then take a look at the headlines either below me to the left, depending on what page you're watching this on, to see more great headlines. Also look for more great interviews that we're doing with a lot of these small cap companies. And finally, gets up to the front page of AGORACOM, where you can discuss them all in a clean environment, free of spam, profanity, and all that nonsense. Get over to AGORACOM. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.